Describe sexuality in Louisville.
Sexuality, we're fairly open, fairly liberal about it. I mean, there's gay clubs downtown that don't catch any heat. There's porn shops around here that don't catch too much heat.
How did you learn about sexuality?
I grew up Catholic with a sexually repressed mother, Black, books, and on my own. That's it.
What are 3 words to describe sexuality in Louisville?
Kinky, sweaty, unique.
So we're here at Churchill Downs. We're here in Kentucky.
The home of the Kentucky Derby.
I know, it's really fun. We just got to watch the horses get trained. Is that what you say?
Run.
The
Run around the
trainers
track.
run around the track. And we're surrounded by all these amazing, beautiful horses. So we're excited to be here.
Louisville was the 7th city on our Sex on the Road video road trip. When planning our trip, we wanted to visit as many different geographical regions as possible. Louisville is often referred to as the northernmost southern city or the southernmost northern city in America. Its diverse population made it the perfect place to get a sample of southern sexuality, which we soon learned is as varied and nuanced as the different pronunciations of the city's name. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're going to go meet with the Planned Parenthood staff.
We do a wide range of programs. So sometimes I'll talk to 4th graders about puberty. Other times I'll talk to menopausal women about why they need reproductive health care. So we're kind of all over the place. The biggest population I talk to are teenagers at high schools, and we talk about contraception, we'll talk about abstinence, sexual decision making, sexually transmitted infections. Those are the main ones we talk about. The stereotypes don't always hold true. The groups that you think are going to talk about sex are kind of open, and so I think it's really mixed. I think people don't talk about it enough, of course. I think that families and religious organizations really need to step up, because in our schools right now, abstinence only is a big theme, and so I think other institutions are going to have to kind of take comprehensive sex ed, and so teens and young people can get the information they need.
When someone comes to a Planned Parenthood health center, often the first person they see is a member of the front desk staff. These women and men have the important responsibility of being the first friendly face during a patient's visit.
When somebody comes into the clinic, I like to greet them as soon as I find out what they're coming in for, let them know it's okay. It's completely confidential here. We are good, happy people who are going to help you through whatever you're going through. No matter what the day is like, no matter how many phone calls or how crazy it is, or what kind of a mood you're in, you know that at the end of the day, you've helped at least one person. And just like when I was a patient a long time ago, you seem to remember at least one of those people that helped you.
I think I bring a different perspective, and that's something that I think has been helpful and useful.
We also spoke with Erica Lee, a Planned Parenthood board member who views her participation on the board as one way to be active in decisions that are impacting the community.
As a generation, we have become complacent, and we're happy with whatever has happened before, and we'll kind of ride the heels on that. So I'm always encouraging people, my peers, to get involved, because you can't ride that gravy train forever. So my advice is volunteer, do your research, find something that you're passionate about, do something. And that's my biggest message, is I preach it all the time to high school students, college kids, and even my peers at work. Do something.
Our last stop in Louisville was a visit to the Brown Cancer Center at the University of Louisville. We interviewed Dr. Jensen and Dr. Gim, 2 of the researchers who first developed the human papillomavirus vaccine. This was the first vaccine to prevent cervical cancer, a disease that strikes more than 10,000 American women each year.
During my childhood, I saw so many women or my friend's mother dying of cancer, cervical cancer, or having problems for whole family because they are going over crisis. So I told everybody I want to work on HPV vaccine, and I think it was the right choice.
To be a part of discovery of a vaccine that promises to be as effective as any that's ever been made, and to see how much cancer can be potentially prevented with this vaccine is just really exciting.
In America, the current HPV vaccine costs around $360, but many health insurance companies and governmental programs cover or reduce the cost. However, in the developing world, where cervical cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths for women, the vaccine isn't affordable to those who need it most. Dr. Jensen and Dr. Gim are experimenting with genetically modified tobacco plants to produce a second-generation vaccine that would cost only $3.
This is tobacco country, so tobacco is very encouraged. We get our support because of that.
And what an interesting role for tobacco, too, something that for a lot of people causes cancer can be something that can be preventing it. So.
Well, it's certainly got the possibility, and that's why we're here.
To learn more about HPV or to get the HPV vaccine, go to PlannedParenthood.org.
While we never did quite master the various pronunciations of Louisville, we were impressed by Planned Parenthood of Kentucky's long-established tradition of providing reproductive health care and comprehensive sexuality education to their communities. Our next stop, Ohio.